Welcome back to your channel. My name is Brad and this is Supercoach Pro. We are checking in at 10 past 9 because Supercoach's game, the last game finished at 6 and we finally have a lockout lifted. Interesting round. First round of non-buys for some time now, so it's actually weird having a best 22. And having the flex position for me this week actually covered Bailey Smith's laid out, which we kind of knew was going to happen. Once you sort of get that notice on Twitter and whatever, you kind of know that there's a huge chance for a player like him that he's going to be laid out. So that stuffed my side a little bit. I actually didn't lose too much ranking, to be honest, even though I scored pretty poor compared to what you see out there on Twitter. I think the biggest thing I noticed this year is too, every time you see these huge scores on Twitter, it's just a bit of an anomaly. Like all these people post a 2-4, 2-5, and it sort of worries you for the week. You're like, gosh, I'm having a really bad week here. But it turns out that they're just having a really, really good week. So projections are pretty shit as well. Like everyone's projected 2 4s and 2 5s the week, and most of them got 2 2, 2 3. So projected for me, I think was like 150 points more than what I actually achieved this week. Bailey Dale, Gorn, just to name a few of those sort of players. Petrarca didn't show up Supercoach wise. Had a few shots on goal and missed them all, which is fantastic. But lessons that learned for the end of the year is like a strange one because it's like it's good to be anti-podding, but you got to pick the right anti-pods. And I think I've sort of realised that maybe Dacos after his bye was probably the guy I should have targeted. So I definitely regret that. And then Butters as well, probably a guy I should have targeted as well. But I think the issue with my side this week was TDK as well. Like TDK name of Pitto meant that I had to grab a different flex position player, and we'll see who we grab. But I'll get into the comments as well as we're going through this. It's sort of like a little bit of a team review / just get into the comments and get stuck into the chat because I'm not sure if there's anyone else streaming tonight. But hopefully I don't step on any toes because it is what it is. So this week, we scored 2 2 7 7. I'm assuming most of you in chat would have definitely skyrocketed past me by now. We're having good seasons today. There's nothing I can do with my side. I've made 1 or 2 changes here and there, but I haven't really sideways primos per se until this week. I didn't watch a heap of football. I'm not going to say I've completely checked out, but just with the side I've got at the moment, I haven't completely been as focused as what you do, rounds 1 to 12, because rounds 1 to 12 is really looking at the players you're trying to bring in, role changes, and now that you've got limited trades, none of that really matters. You just got to let the card drive itself. A few disappointing things on my side. We brought in Lockie Ash this week. Caldwell was don't even get me started on people on Twitter and stuff, and this is not really beefing of anybody, but man, the amount of times people call syndesmosis instead of a rolled ankle, or they always call the worst case scenario for these injuries, and it actually gives you the shits. Well, it gives me the shits, to be honest, because one, none of us are medically a doctor, but two, it's always the players people don't have that they start making negative comments about, and like it's normally extremely negative as well. It's like they're trying to grind people that have those certain players, and that actually really, I suppose it does bait me, and I suppose it does triggers me for sure. But until we really know injury report on the Tuesday at like 5 p.m, everyone's just guessing, including myself. But to just call it a syndesmosis, and initially when he got out of that tackle, it almost looked like a hamstring. And I'm not the doctor at all, obviously. I don't think there's any content creator that is, or people on Twitter really. But the fact that there was 5 or 6 minutes to go left in the game, of course they're going to ice him up and just be precautionary. Like there's no point in him going out. Not like they're playing for finals. And then you get these stupid tags like Dale copying a tag and then playing forward because of the tag, and then Clark copying a tag apparently. And this is what Ghosty told me, that Clark got a tag, and I don't want to take credit for things I don't know. So if people do give me information for a game I watch, I won't take the credibility because I don't feel like I want to get found out for pretending I've seen certain games that I haven't. Azorko's been okay. He's probably a good price for those that don't have him. Sinclair is probably the interesting one. Like 3-round average has been pretty terrible now. He's a really concern out of all the players. I'm actually more worried about him over Sheasel. Mills, solid, 107. So he's had 1 poor games in 4 weeks. So he's actually been a great pickup. Matt Roberts was carnage being the sub. Bont VC paid off. Richards, don't know what's going on there. Rosie, 131. You sort of get a 130 from Rosie and then a 90. So he's a really tricky one. Like, he's a good VC option, but I wouldn't put my captaincy. Brayshaw is probably a guy next year I'll probably start again, considering his price is absolutely plummeted. Sarong got a tag, which is great for me. Jackson sort of played a shit game in terms of him being gone owners, so that was cancelled itself out. But I still prefer Jacko just because of the DPP swing. Not that I will ever start an R3 that doesn't have forward DPP swing again. So next year I'm going to start my R3 to be a forward because I'm actually annoyed at handcuffing such a pick. Like, there's no point trading him at any point in the season. We thought he was going to get games, and yeah, he's just obviously not ready for it. And then week after like 16 weeks of footy decides to get a price rise and does a 40 for me, so that was pathetic. Georgie Hewitt, why are you trying to tag Dacos? Well, that's actually not George Hewitt's fault. It's actually Voss, and hopefully Voss gets a sack before Santa does. Santa's sack. But anyway, whatever. Merritt 159. About time Scott like actually play him in a position that he's meant to be. McCarthy 82. Whipped him in Chera. I lost 7 points, but I won't lose sleep over that. My bench is pretty good. Like Johnson on the bench for my cover there. I don't know if he gets DPP status. Like, surely he does. I don't really know. Cherry 126. So essentially, I always pick. I'm going to say I pretty much. I don't know anyone who watches my videos like nuts, but I've noticed people bookmark my stuff a lot on Twitter, which is kind of weird. But I think if you look at my VC and C most options, I normally nail it. There's not been too many weeks I haven't got the top 3 highest scoring player for VC and Cs. So this year I've actually really improved on my VC and Cs, improved on non-sidewaysing BS. I've probably just lost a little bit of interest just due to there is not many trades to do, so you're just relying on pure luck. Rank and bouncing back is one of those things where you're probably not going to have him kick 5-6 goals, whatever. I think it was 5 in the end of the day. Darcy 73 getting baffed by some Kangaroos rookie, which is fantastic. Petrarca, I don't know, just when Melbourne don't, have things go their way. Petrarca is one of those guys that just doesn't get enough of it sometimes, plays too much forward just because there's no midfield around Melbourne. They use the same 4 guys every single week, and they just look at nothing without those 4 guys. I actually think Pickett's past Oliver and Petrarca, in my opinion. Pickett actually, shows some X factor, shows some hunger. Petrarca, I don't know if it's injury or whatever from last year, niggling him a bit, but just doesn't look himself. And Oliver's not Supercoach relevant unless he switch clubs. Even then, I'm not interested in him. And then Warner, 95. He's averaging 94.7, so that's bang on. Probably wondering why Bailey Smith's on the pine. It was actually just in case I need to bring in a player because obviously I didn't get a donut because Caleb Daniel's there, but it was just worst case scenario. If I needed to trade Simpson to a late game player, I could have done so. But all in all, 82 from McCarthy, 96 from Cardwell, rolled the ankle. He should have been like a 110, 115 because he's getting a fair bit of the pill at that stage. And then Noel Anderson tackled him and that was his game done. So I'll optimise the side, get into the comments, and then you guys there's probably maybe 50 of you in the chat potentially, no idea yet. I'd probably expect the numbers to go down in live streams, but I'll continue to do them until we finish this season. Optimise my side. There's no way we're getting a 2-4-4-2, I don't think. I've got no flexibility in my forward line, like no loop there. Lucky Ash was the guy I brought in. So I've actually got good cover. Like McCarthy and Johnson, McCarthy covers back in defence. Johnson covers midfield. I've just got no forward cover. The flex is essentially my forward cover. So, yeah, side, I'm actually surprised we didn't go out top 1K, to be honest. I fear for the worst when I read all these Twitter scores and whatever, but I've had such a good season that I haven't really lost too much ranking when I do have a poor rank by 100 points or so, because my overall total score has been pretty solid. So, yeah, interesting. I'm into the chat now. That's basically the team review, so you won't see me do a team review now. So, oh, wow. Okay, you guys have gone nuts, by the way. I wasn't ready for this, to be honest. But yeah, all right, let's get to the chat and we'll go from there. Give us a like for those 40 odd in the chat as well, and we'll keep things going until you guys get bored. Corey scored a 2-3-1-3. Happy I didn't lose that much ground. Went down 225 spots to 2-1-1-1. Very nice, Corey. It's nice not to go down when you think you're actually going to go down, which is good. MN, team of the week. Looked like such an ordinary team, but went huge. What did team of the week do? Team of the week, no offense to team of the week if anyone's ever had a team of the week, but I feel like 95% of the time, team of the week is actually pretty shit, to be honest. Like, I mean, good for them getting the 1 or 2 grand, but generally speaking, wow. Jordan's still number 1, and he's been in my chat of late, actually. Interesting if he's still floating about. He's still 20 points ahead, but we'll look at round 16 points. Team of the week. All right. So this was, hang on. That can't be it. Round 17, you bloody idiot. Wow. That's actually really annoying. Supercoach doesn't update that. So is old mate still first then? Okay, regardless, he's still first. So don't look like an idiot there. Round 17. 2-7. What the hell? Superman. Yeah, right. So this is the winner. Why doesn't it say he's... Oh, it does say he is the winner. Cool. Okay, he's actually got a fairly good ranking, which is weird. Team of the week normally like what do you say, like a 5 to 85k ranking sometimes. Like, you just don't know. Whitfield's unlucky. Team of the week actually looks pretty decent, to be honest. Unless I read your comment wrong completely because I'm a bit tired, but yeah, no, team of the week is actually fine. Yeah, nothing wrong with team of the week at all. It's actually a bloody good side. Apologies, Superman Snorzer. Unless he's talking about someone else. Even number 2 is a pretty good side. Okay, interesting. Maybe I read that wrong. I'll go back to the comments and find out what I did there, but sometimes I misread things potentially. G'day. How you going, mate? Evening, boss. Heading into you, Tom, as well. What's going on, mate? I was happy to see Robert's sub help me with Mills so much. I'm assuming in this comment you've actually gone from Roberts to Mills. Good evening, kind sir. Hopefully you're enjoying your shift tonight, and hopefully this will get you through a little bit of at least. Aqua 2542, nice. Mad, I have to sit on my hands this week. Welcome, Max Gordon, round 20. What's your rank now, Aqua, after that score? Corey, 24-25 was a lot of Merritt, Neil, Marshall, Butters cover, like Jack Martin and Kako for Smith. You got to get a good score, and they don't have Clark, Dale, Martin. Yeah, good summary, really, on where you're pulling those 2 fours from. Aqua's gone from 33k into 15k in 2 weeks. Love that. And Grundy, yeah, Grundy's a huge pod, and one of those guys maybe we should have went from gone, but not everyone has that crystal ball, do we? So Josh is he's held max all. That's wild, and he scored really well. Jay, the Dale tag is annoying. North don't even tag, and why him? Yeah, no, I agree. It's stupid. Campbell again, I think it was watching today. Jordan tags wrong. So glad I traded Zorko to Dacos last week. Yeah, Zorko still scored all right. Dacos is a better VC option than C option. MN Rankin played mostly forward this week, so lucky actually scored the goals. Good point as well. And Aqua just realised he kicked 5 goals. Sinclair probably be gone for me if I had one more trade. Yeah, I'm highly considering it. The Jackson 4 game final you can celebrate. Yeah, I know. It's because Darcy's in the side, so Dogger's already done the damage though, to be honest. Aqua, why did Sinclair score so badly? He had a decent DT score. I'd love to know, actually. Power Pepper ACL. That sucks. I think that's his second time now. Corey this year only 2 captains under 100 for the year. That's a fantastic memory. This year, have I only got 2 scores under 100 for my captaincy this year? Is that what you're saying? Or are you talking about your side? Because, geez, if that's what you just pulled out of the top of your head from my side, that's crazy work. I feel like there's some people out there probably know my side way better than I have every single week and probably could tell me all my trades that I did. Hey, man, have you noticed Max Hall? I traded him out after his bye and he's turned up 2 times in a row. I haven't actually looked at Max Hall at all. I don't look at rookies when I trade them. Jack Martin was good. When is he going to be injured? JP, my season is over, but I will take my 2,499. I think I'm so neglected. I don't know the word is for it, but so negative to say my season's over. But I definitely know my season's over. Even at 763, I'm not delusional at this point. In terms of that top 10 chasing, by the way, not giving up. But Aqua says Hall is not someone you were buying at 400K. Yeah, you wouldn't definitely do that. BTC Sinclair disposal efficiency wasn't the best. Shane 2340 went from 195 to 204, so he drops 5 spots. Bont VC probably only bloke in the top 200 who didn't have E. So Baz 0 meant I caught 50 Clark. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I didn't want to waste a trade on getting rid of Baz, so I've got 2 trades left, and I might do something this week. What happened to Pryor? I didn't watch the game. He just didn't get near it from what I saw anyway with Pryor. Kind of ruined my plans to move him to Holmes. Dog's going nuts. Might have to get the misso to check on the dog. Pryor was just poor. We'll probably get dropped for Redmond now. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Shane went Bolton to McRae. Wow, 5 trades left. Shane, you're killing it, mate. Daniel's Pigeons in the house, 2374. So went up to 110. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Looks like many were killed by tag premos, 100%. Let me send this message to Misso to get the dog to stop barking because it's definitely distracting me. All right, just send her a message. Hopefully she can do that for me. Yeah, the tag premos are so frustrating. 2382 for yourself. Well done, mate. Killed me. Prime says, Aqua, that's pretty surprising since he's played well the past couple of weeks. He also had a lot of West Hog, which couldn't have been a part of it. I don't know who we're referring to. Maybe we're referring to Hall now. Rhodes, 2396 for him. Sitting on my hands for another week and holding trades. We'll ride TDK. That's interesting. I'd probably get rid of him. We've had over 3 trades. TDK would be done. For 1 more week, then get gone. That's a fair plan then. Yep, I should have read that first after the Cherry matchup. Yeah, TDK is done. Surely TDK is gone. Tom 2350 for this week. Surprisingly, went down 7 spots to 351. All you guys are going nuts in the chat for your ranking. Well done to you. Brought in Jeremy Cameron. Wow, at flex. Hope he takes advantage of Geelong run. Good matchups. Yeah, 100%. Tom, well done for that. Jack says, g'day, bro. 27 is nuts. 100% it is. It's a crazy side, actually. Bond, 2351. Went up like 1K spots. Moved in top 11%, which is my highest ranking ever. Well done, Bond. Nice to see 50s in the chat. Give us a like for jumping on tonight. I wasn't going to jump on, but I was feeling a little bit. I had this bit of a migraine yesterday. I was going to jump on after dark, but I was just too cooked in the end. I end up not doing it, but hopefully they survived without me. I did get tagged in something about saying that because Richmond and Cats played that I didn't show up because the Cats basically spanked us, but that wasn't the case. Rook was just taking the mickey there, and I just had a migraine, and I think probably Jeremy Cameron gave me the headache actually. BTC 2382 for me and moved up 5.5K spots. That's huge. Acker says, I'm hoping Johnson gets dropped. Surely not. Johnson's too good to get dropped. Purely because I need a mid-loop. As much as Rasmus will likely be a sub next week after Jagger had a once the fourth quarter, he won't get dropped. Shane, man, 1 week that TDK Marshall trade in round 10 looks horrible. The next brilliant, literally. Nah, you don't have to call it, Corey. It'll take forever. It's all good. I just thought you knew off the top of your head. I thought that's Rain Man type stuff. Aqua, Romo, Hold has been brilliant. Not sure how he's getting these scores. Getting killed in Iraq. Meek put out 50 hit-outs on him. Tarzo H, welcome back. I actually haven't seen you in a while here. Maybe it was yourself I was thinking of, but I would trade TDK for sure. I think TDK is done. He's playing too much forward time. Coleman, what's going on? I always get a lot of love from you. Got a 2-4-5-6. If only Power Pepper didn't go down early, he was on fire. Can't believe we still held him. How do you have SSP around 17? Cooked myself, mate. I pressed the like. You're on 15 likes now. Thank you. I love it. I love when it gets to probably anything over 50 is nice, but yeah, there you go. Coleman went up to 661 spots, now ranked 8,022. Paris is in the house. What's going on, mate? 2520 for him. Wow. Moved into 52nd overall. Had my hand twisted into Angus Clark's to Dangerfield because Smith was out and wanted someone with a high upside, risky, and waiting for it to backfire. Wow. Well done to you. That's actually crazy work, mate. Balls on that move is crazy. Look, if I had 5 trades, I'd probably get rid of Sinclair just because I'd be over it by now. And I know I've harped on about not trading out primos, but this is luxury season now. I'm just going to call her so she can get this dog stop barking. This is nuts. Hey, I'm just on the stream. Can you please get the dog to stop barking outside? Thank you. Bye. I'm not even joking, chat. I had to ring her because, yeah, dog's going nuts. Can almost lock in Rao to Gorn. I wouldn't do Rao to Gorn. Rao to Gorn after the Carlton game. Was originally thinking I had to clear up cash with a second trade, but that's nice. I wouldn't get rid of Rao. Did you see the Collingwood supporters singing the Saints go marching into TDK in the goal squad? Yeah, I know. I did say that. That was actually pretty funny, to be honest. That was really funny. Tom, surely once SC talk is done, we get some more story times, mate. Hey? What? You talking to me? No, I don't. Oh, okay. Surely once SC talk is done, we get some more stories. Yeah, we'll definitely get some more stories. I'll probably want to do stories tonight. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could do some side thing. I don't know if it's with live streams or if it's just with random video stories. But, yeah, I'm glad you guys actually like those stories the other day on one of my streams. It was something a little bit different, but, yeah. Like I need like a true story Brad crime doc, horror doc or something.
I'm sure you got 20.
Wow, okay. Corey only scored under 100 for a captain was Callahan 72. Yeah, I thought it was my only one under 100. Useless Supercoach, Clark, Sinclair, Roberts, Cripps, Wrong, TDK, Track, Darcy and Baz, 0. Didn't out the E on May. Oh my God, and with Pedler, 2188. Oh no, scored more in 2, by the way, rounds. Yeah, wow, season's gone. Yep, man, that's nuts. Coleman, Bradley, appreciate you and your insightful knowledge of the weird and wonderful game. Well, it's probably dropped off a little bit, to be honest with you guys, because I haven't watched as much footy over the last 2-3 weeks due to a few things. But I certainly I get to watch a little bit of the highlights anyway. So if I don't watch a game during the week, I'll watch a 15, 20-minute little highlight that they do on the AFL website. And if there's anything I need to know on that, I'm pretty over at some of the group chats in what do you call it, Twitter or X and whatever. So you get tagged in a lot of things you probably would have missed, and that's where a lot of it helps as well, because like there's games that you tune in and out of because you're changing nappies and you don't get to see it all. But there's things in the comments when I come into the lives that actually explain things that I didn't even know and you guys didn't even know. So it's even better when there's a few of you in the chat that probably watch every single game, which I wish I had the time to do. But from round 1 to 12, I almost watch, I'd say 95% of the games. Now, Real's 100% going to stink it again. Just know it's going to happen. That's your gut feel, then get rid of him, but I think he'll be fine. I've had him as my first mid-trade. If anything came up, survived 14 rounds. Corey, I thought Real and Atkins at halftime were going to break Laird tackle record. What'd they get in the end? Aqua Gold Coast have a tricky last 6. Real only had 15 touches. Tackling saves his game, doesn't it? Hawksy Bradley, what's up? I'm getting McRae. He's definitely top 6 forward. And then 22 Primos plus McCarthy with 2 trades left. Why not? Is Dacos to Butters the obvious VC? Yeah, probably. I mean, Gold Coast don't tag, and yeah. I love the Butters shout. Rosé's probably a shout too. Yeah, man, you're on 23 likes. Make a trade for fun. Yeah, I can do that in a second. I just want to get to this other bloke from who's tearing the competition apart, by the way. So Jordan actually is in the chat. I love that. Loving the streams the last few weeks, mate. Still number 1. Nervous season now. Yeah, would be very nervous, mate. I'd 100% get that. I'll make a few trades real quick, what I could do, and it's something I have thought about, but I honestly don't know if I had the balls to do it. It's a little bit outlandish and a little bit crazy, but there's a couple of different scenarios I've thought about already, and it would leave me kind of dire, but I think Baz is going to keep killing me, especially the especially the fixture that they've got. Now, for flexibility purposes, do I get a little bit tricky here? There's a couple of things I'm thinking of. And it's mainly just due to DPP factors here. Excuse me. So, the first one, how much would Jeremy Cameron leave me with? Jezza. I really want LDU to be affordable too. I could sit on my trades, but I could do something here as well. I also don't want to go die wandering. Definitely not Max Hall. Someone in the chat will probably say you should send it for Max Hall, but I'm not that crazy, I don't think. All right, so no one enticing. After that, what do we got here? Who played well? Oh, he couldn't do Alan. That's way too much. Risk, reward. Kako finally had a spike game. Who would have thought it would have been against Gold Coast? Dangerfield's too wild for me. All right, let's see if there's anyone in the midfield that I could loop a stupid player with, or even look into defense actually for Sinclair being an issue on my side. Oh man, I thought that says Tom Stewart for a second. I almost got excited. Yeah, no one there. Tom Mitchell's interesting, but he's surely, I don't think I've got the balls to do Tom Mitchell. Tom Mitchell, I'm not going to lie, I actually thought he bloody retired. Anyway, I'm going to get canned to talk about players like Tom Mitchell, Supercoach relevant. Such a Brad thing to talk about, actually, to be honest. Right, I've got touchscreen stuff. I'm looking at the screen really weirdly. Apologies. Oh my God, Sicily's dead. Oh, Houston's dead. Oh my. Do we chat next year? Do we go for Hinge D1, Houston D2, Rioli D3? Sis D4. This is actually disgusting. Jake Lloyd's back, baby. No, he's not really. Yeah, no, there's nothing you can do for 421. Well, there's something you can do for 420, but that's illegal, and which I don't understand why it is, but let's not go there. It's a separate chat for us, not this channel, that's for sure. But what else can we do then, chat? Any suggestions? I'd love to let's play forward one again, because Bazilenko, you're actually pissing me off at this point. It's actually not even Baz's fault. It's Cotton On apparently having some sort of launch or party or something. Apparently he was sick from being hungover. I don't know if that's actually true or not, to be fair. I don't want to make up rumours, but none of that shit would surprise me, to be honest. It is Bailey Smith at the moment. So you also got to remember these guys are still young and just living their best life, really. All right, any suggestions from the chat? Really, I'd probably take it up to them at this point, but I can't see anything that I like that's cheap and dirty. I know people are going to say Dangerfield, but you got to remember I'd be going down to bugger all trades. Morris Riol is wild too. Maybe chat has something juicy. Zach Bailey. Yuck. Anyway, I don't know if I'd want to go down to that amount of trades, or if I just went one trade and pissed Sinclair off. I don't know, but Sinclair's actually my biggest issue, I think. Issue is I probably don't have anyone I would want to trade to him. 505k. So annoying. Once they drop past 530, they're pretty much dead unless you got cash in the bank. Glad I didn't grab Tom Stewart and flex for TDK, and I could have went Took Miller, but I chose Lockie Ash instead. So I was going to get a little bit more money from that, but yeah, Sinclair to Newcomb's disgusting. Sinclair to Matt Kennedy could be a shout, but Jack Steele, Cripps is done. LDU is going to be so cheap. I'd love him for that's so good that he's going to be so cheap. Imagine having him this week. If you were in the top 100 and had him, he would have cooked you. Yeah, man, he's going to be 450. That is so good. I think I'll just wait for an LDU and Horn Francis to come down a bit more, to be honest. Like, Horn Francis break-even's going to be quite high too. Yeah, maybe I'll wait for those two to go down and wait for, Johnson to go up in price and send it for, Baz and Johnson for LDU and Horn Francis when they both, have a reasonable break even is probably my thought process, and just hold my trades for another couple of weeks and then burn the final two with, 5-6 weeks to go. Who cares? VCs and Cs this week. Sorry, chat, to hold you up. And what would I do specifically on my side? Well, Clark gets stuffed. Okay. Well, where is my loophole on the Essendon game? We're pretty certain Boyd's never going to play a game anyway, to be honest. So it's probably pretty safe. And I've got Simpson as my loop here anyway. Saturday night games double header. What the hell is going on again? This shit. This is so dumb. Am I reading that right? Saturday night 7:35 and Saturday night 8:10. This game's so. How do people not organise fixtures properly? Like, what have they done here fixture wise? Why have they done that? Why can't they start a game at like 6:30 and then start that one at 8:30? I don't know. Gosh, that's annoying. Anyway, I've totally digressed to what I was meant to be talking about here. We're around 18 already as well. Wow. Well, probably want to VC Merritt because I think Merritt can go nuts, but I don't have the balls to captain him. Tags. Yeah. Oh, Cherry v. Gorn's annoying as hell. Probably VC merit in South Rosie, to be honest. Let's get into chat. The dog's still going nuts outside. There's nothing I can do about that now. But yeah, glad you're loving the stream. 72 in the chat. What the heck? What happened now? Give us a like, chat, for jumping in. 70, whatever there is in there. Hands and heels. Would you eat McCarthy Mills would you eat McCarthy with Mills? Sinclair or Flanders? Have to be Flanders, wouldn't it? Jordan, you're living dangerously. Use the Supercoach. Even scoring the 2-1-8-8, I only dropped 2.k rank. Thank God I made up 15k into buys. Yeah, that's wild. Coleman, Jordan, surely we split the 50k. Jeez. What the hell have I just missed? A whole heap of comments, actually. So I was up to here. Tom, who did you bag from, mate? Richmond. Got a Richmond, the Richmond emblem on my bicep, on my left bicep, for those that don't believe me. I can show you. But yeah, my Tigers, man. Man, footy is so boring now. If it wasn't for Supercoach, I wouldn't be watching for real. Yeah, no, I feel that for sure, mate, actually. Jack Sarong is in for another big tag this week. See of it. Yeah, Sarong's going to get tagged, isn't he? Tags are so annoying. Maybe they send Nash to him. You'd think Aqua people bought Sarong this week in tags, to be fair, I guess. Dacos to Grundy said excellent shout, Bills. Jack, Hippo recorded a 3-minute rage video and said, see you later, Supercoach. This is my last video and see you in 2026. Well, yeah, right. I think Bills is asking for Hippo's rank. I'm just going to just tell the dog to chill out. Give me 2 seconds. No, there. All good. All right, you're fine. Jesus. I'll get out the baseball bat if I have to, but the dog just... Not for the dog, by the way. If anyone was out there, jeez. But the dog's just barking at nothing but maybe possums. Anyway, the doggo wanted me to check out what was going on. I sort of want to do fantasy as well, Supercoach, next year, just to try some new things. Fair, you can give that a crack if you wanted to, Hawks. Hippo lost his shit over a 2-3-5-0. Standard Hippo. In a respectful way. Bills, Hippo rage vids are the best, 100%. Malachi, you rank number 2. Hawksy, I made a fantasy team around round 10 just to get full primo. Well, that's nuts. Corey says Atkins 17 and Ralph 17. Wait, you're not trading bad? Surely that's a joke. Oh, I'm honestly thinking about it because I just think it'd be laid out that many times of the year. I can't stand it. And like flex covers it, yeah, sure, but I'm definitely considering it with the money tied up into it. Hawksy, I wouldn't make a team unless I started the year. I also agree with that. Coleman, thinking of just going to second best mints in teams for my promos next week to avoid the tag. Yep, I agree. Along with high floor players, Miller, Wang have done me wonders this year. Yeah, they would have for sure. Hawksy, like to see that we tied this week, Brad. There you go. I didn't even know we did until you told me that. Coleman says, Jordan, I'm only 8,021 spots behind you, mate. Yep, he's got the wrong person then, thinking he's number 2. MN, Doherty is always starts hot, but Carlton have some issues with fading, and he fades second half. But if they got it together, Doherty will be huge. I think he's just past his prime too, Doc, isn't he, in his 30s? Aqua says, can sell Erasmus and Johnson and buy a sub 468 player and have one trade left. Who are you thinking? Because you know more players than what I do. 25 Premier Dream Team, could do it. Send it for, oh my God, I hate McIntosh so much. You baited me for sure then. Fuck McIntosh. Corey Myers, if you can afford it with the run. I think he's 497 though. Well, he's scoring shit, JP. That's the issue with him. DE, apparently. 75 people have LDU in the top 10%. Eman's top 1%. Yeah, that's rough for those people. We'll be eating sandpaper tonight. Hawksy, my last forward spot is in the week. Sorry. My last forward spot is in this week, but don't know who. Got Smith, Track, Kennedy, Darcy, Dallin. Oh, jeez. Now I've got to look at it as a whole. Got Smith, Track, Kennedy, Darcy, Daniel. Can't afford anyone except Jackson. That makes it tricky. Let's have a look. Oh, this dog is going nuts at possums. Has anyone got dogs that just go nuts after like 9 o'clock or whatever? Just they see possums in a line, they go nuts. And I just had a weird thing the other night, Shatter. It's not much of a story for you, but at 4:27 a.m., had a random sort of truck-looking thing park outside my neighbour's, what do you call it, nature strip. Their lights were on and everything, and I woke up because the dog was going absolutely nuts like she is now. And as I opened the security door to walk out and walk down the stairs and whatever, they just booted it. Absolutely booted it. Something going on in my neighbourhood at the moment. Not sure what these guys were doing, so I saw my neighbour at the front. A bit of a gangster, actually, to be honest, and he was just having a dart, and just asked him. I said, "Oh, you wouldn't have happened to have any deliveries this morning?" And this guy looks like a proper mafia boss, and like all the gold rings and stuff, and he's Merc at the front and whatever. And I just said, "Did you see the car at 4:30 in the morning?" He's like, "Nah, didn't see no truck or car in the morning. You guys would have been dead asleep." And he goes, "Oh, here's my number if you hear anything." Just let us know. And I just said, "Oh, to be fair, I actually thought it was like Hello Fresh come in ridiculous times in the morning sometimes. Like I've had Hello Fresh come here once at 3 in the morning. I don't do Hello Fresh anymore, but I thought that was it. But then as soon as I stepped out in the truck or whatever it was, like on those small trucks, to be fair, a dirty ass number plate, so I couldn't get the number plate or nothing. But as soon as I stepped out, it hightailed it pretty fast, and something going on there. I don't know if they're after the corner house up the road again, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, enough of that drama. McRae is the pick I'd go for. McRae. Don't even have to scroll too far down for that, but yeah, wow. Liam Baker had a bad game. I was thinking about Baker this week, to be fair, but tell me you don't got McRae. Yeah, he doesn't got McRae, so Hawksy, I'd go McRae. There's a random little story. It wasn't a big story, but it wasn't exciting, but yeah, just random Brad things that happened in his life. Hawksy, I'm probably just going to send it on McRae. Yeah, okay, you already said this. They're both tempting as well, actually. I'd probably still go McRae, more safer. Tarzo, 22 premiers, McCarthy, 6 trades, so sitting at 10K rank. That's actually not a bad position to be in. Burner, 77, think of doing Roberts to Bergman. I'd do that, especially if he's having a sub. Yep, no, you're right. Bang on, Burners. I'd go to Bergman. Wait, what did Bergman score then? Don't tell me that, Aqua, because if he scored well, who cares about the CBA's things? If he's scoring well, I wouldn't bloody worry. Unless he's playing back pocket. Bergman's fine, bro. Bergman 112. He's playing for that cash money now. No, I'd send it for Bergman. I wouldn't overthink this, Aqua. For Burners, not right now. Wait another week. Bradwell and True in the doghouse. Yeah, probably in the doghouse. Oh no, Shorty's actually in the chat here. Hang on 1 second. I'll just get through his comment. I won't skip it. CL says, congrats on a great year and channel. Would you trade first CDK or Roberts? Oh, I'd rather that barking dog than either of these players. I don't know if you can hear the barking dog in the background. Apologies if you can. I'd probably trade Roberts first because he's going to be sub at some point, but TDK, you're just hoping Pito goes, so probably Roberts. Shorty, mate, I'm good, mate. How are you? We should probably do maybe one last potty before the end of the year. I've actually started a new shift time, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. As of, far out, what are we? The 14th of July. So if you're keen, I'll come over and bring you some snacks, and we can do another podcast on a Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever you want to do it, and go through that if you can. If not, and you got another camp, then we'll be that too. Coleman, out of pocket question. What is your middle name, Bradley? Oh, I don't know if I want to reveal it. Not that it's anything crazy, but yeah, have a guess if you want. If anyone actually knows it, I'll probably fall off my chair and think you're a stalker, but yeah, have a punt. That's random. Yeah. Aqua, his name. Bradley. Shorty, love you, mate. Coleman says, Shorty. Says Horsey. Everyone's excited now. Shorty, how'd it go this week? Such a bad thing to do. Shorty says, fellas, 30 likes. Thank you, chat. Also, to FYI, we can't really hear the dog. If you're worried, we are bothered by it. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, LDUs are going to be pretty cheap. 2280 for Shorty, just up in the review. Yeah, nice. I think I got a 2277, so you beat me by 3 points. Probably your first win over me there, Shorty. To be honest, I don't know what kind of pods you've been trading in so far, Shorty. Because just I don't know. I wonder if you've got Gimby this year. Maybe Gimby's next year's pick. Also, we never did a kicking competition, a footy kicking competition. Not that I can kick for shit, but yeah, or the chat's after you for that. They say, let's go to Melbourne, and you say, no, too good for that. So let me kidnap you on the train, and we can go do a footy kicking in Melbourne, or at least go to a game in Melbourne. We'll catch the V1 up. What do you say, mate? Did the Cats play up in MCG, or did they just only play at home because that's where you guys get gifted every fucking game? Kidding. Please, LDU. He's going to be cheap, Shorty. It sounds like you've got him in your side, actually. Coleman, short man. When's the next goal kicking comp? Speaking of which, how funny is that? Bloody contact sport. Why do injuries have to be a thing? Aqua. Luca. Shorty, what's going on, lad? No way. Are you gaslighting me? I was thinking this weekend, actually. Hey, I'd be keen, Shorty. I might have to get permission off the misso, but yeah, I'm keen. Aqua says, LDU going to be the Clary of next year. Oh, jeez. LDU is such a good pick if you haven't watched footy or opened your team since round 2. LDU is going to be like 400k. So for an M9 that I can loop, I don't hate. Boy, but Hawthorn had the second worst run for inside mids. Is Newcombe worth a trade to 536k player with 2 trades remaining? Oh, geez. Probably not. Corey, Fonzie to Wang was one of my best trades of the year. Yeah. Oh, oops. Actually, I almost deleted a comment. I've never done that before. Coleman, love it. Geelong, locals, so keen as. Very good. Yeah, interesting. I remember the other nights when I went out for my birthday thing, Steve was like, has anyone ever recognised you out in the normal world? I was like, only once up in Torquay. And I said, I'm not as big as you, Steve, in the content land. So that was pretty funny. I just got a message from somebody. Give me 2 seconds, chat. Okay, don't worry about that. Somebody, just a misso. My best was following you into TDK into Marshall. I'm glad it was. Glad somebody did that with me. Boypa could also wait a week and see if Ed and Nuke. That's probably a better way to do it, actually. Aqua, Nick Martin will be cheap in a week or 2. Good point. Anyway, Sinclair got tagged, but he's just in the slumps. Had no issue getting the ball. The shafting and tripping over handball. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I love your work. Thanks for telling me that because I had no idea. Sounds good. I always butcher that name, so I just say Coleman. You said he's borderline, especially Pitto's named again. Yeah. Bergman went back due to radical ear getting injured, or else would have been mids. Or would have been mids. Yeah, so this is why I think Bergman would be fine. I mean, I should have kept McRae and not Horn Francis when they both got injured. I'm surprised you think of trading in Horn Francis. Yeah, I think once he comes good, like you got to look at these guys, and they're cheap for a reason, sure, but they're going to turn around at some point. I think Horn Francis and LDU is one of them. LDU got concussed, so that's why he's got that 20 in his cycle. And then Horn Francis playing forward, yeah, it doesn't worry me too much because I've seen him play forward a lot of the season and still be able to kick 2-3 goals and go nuts. I just think he's still, the injury might be lingering a bit. So I look, if I'm at Horn Francis owner, I'm pretty strong on holding him, and like if I'm looking at him at 400k with a break even in a couple of weeks at let's say 56, 60, I'm probably going to my final couple of trades and trying to send it for him because I know what he can do. You only need to look at these numbers at the start of the year to see that he's still a primo. It's just probably carrying shit. Even if he plays a lot of forward time, I think he is relevant Supercoach wise. But I can understand if people watch him pretty closely and reckons he doesn't look like how he is. But I don't think it's a hunger issue. I just think it's rushing players back too early because that's what Port Adelaide love to do, as we know, in my opinion. But again, I haven't watched as many Port Adelaide games as what I probably should have in the last couple of weeks. So I could totally get that wrong and look like an idiot. But Bergman got 30 points of pure scaling. I was 65 DT. Yeah, I don't look at DT to know this kind of stuff. Aqua was playing halfback, was playing back line to cover Radaglis in second half. Burners, look at 478 to get someone Roberts. It was Roberts to Bergen, to be honest. Yeah, fair. We'll aim on. Is Noble or aim on in the price range? Oh no, now Bubs has cracked it now. I don't know if you can hear Bubs in the background, but he's starting to cry. Aim on 468, do that. Aim on is, I reckon Mills. Oh yeah, okay, he's already got Mills. This is a conversation we're having. Nah, it's actually just James Coleman. Rookie, what's good? What's good, mate? How are you? Sorry I didn't come on to the thingy yesterday. Had a headache from the Cats, bagging on 10 goals and smashing us by 100 points. Primo, I don't reckon we're an aim on pick apart from spy scores. It's 70 is not worth it. Yeah, fair. Jeez, I'm missing some stuff in the chat here. You guys are still going nuts. What a love for rookie here. What a trio in the chat. Yep, 100%. Hawksy, Tom Stewart, why did you not touch the footy this weekend? Good point. You can go for it. You can come in. Are you going to give me a bottle? Are you going to give me a bottle?
Yeah.
Sorry, chat, multitasking. Baby wife, Corey. Round 24, Richmond versus Geelong at the MCG. Jeez, that's going to be an annoying game. Rod is in the house. Jonas, the helmet will be up for a kick. BTC, oh, come on. Not every game, just a majority. I don't know what we're talking about. Come on, not every game, just a majority. I'm confused, BTC. Sorry, I've misread that. I've no idea. Shane. Hero and villain of the week. Rankin for repaying Thafe, but too good of a forward.
I'll call you back.
Derek's in the house. Only 2 trades remaining and still got TDK. Not sure what to do. I'm ranked 14th, so tough decision. Cheers, Derek. I'd probably trade him. But if it depends where he is. If he's R2, you trade him. If he's flex, maybe you just hold. Rookie coach, I thought it was training session on the weekend, so I wanted to let the young guns get more practice in. Fair bastard. You haven't reminded people to Brad. Oh, I don't know if that was actually sarcastic, but if not, definitely give us a like for the stream. Greg is watching from Naples. Sorry, that's a closed door sign. Where is that? I'm not very. If the word geographic is the right word, but was it? I've maybe even butchered that country or whatnot. Oh my God, I'm just gonna have to Google this, aren't I? Let me Google this. I don't look like an idiot. I already look like an idiot for Googling it, but let's have a look where this is. Oh, wow. It's a city in Italy, right? And it's 34, right? Is it 34 right now? That is a beautiful city, and you're listening to me. That is the wildest combination in the world. I don't know how I feel. Wow. I've been listened to in Italy at the moment. Oh, look where I've been listened to. Right here.
Right.
One of the chat members is
Oh, Naples.
yeah, is up in there listening to me and talk a podcast, and it's way too beautiful to be listening to me in the same time. But anyway, yeah, wow. Thanks for the support. Can you go back to the kitchen? She made me a roast, chat.
Made you a roast. Made me a roast, bitch.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. See, you just lost me 20 people because you called me names. Now I'm gonna cry. And then surely it's just like Dale, Clark, Whitfield, Nass will get tagged from now on. I hope not. And man, I'd be pretty annoyed. Rookie coach watching from Shorty's territory. That's wild. How many socks there?
That's a good one.
Hawksy, can't wait to upgrade forwards. What upgrade? Can't wait to upgrade forwards last next year. Yeah, fair. Man, my brain had a aneurysm. Aqua.
Does it not?
Thanks for coming. Say bye. Aqua, I guess in the retrospect, I'm stupid, of course. Bergman only went back to cover it regularly. Get Bergman. Here we go. Andrew, 2351 for him. Should have emergency May. Would have been 24. Damn. Missed the emergency. That's annoying. Hawksy, bet next year's forward options are a load of crap. Probably. Shorty, watching from the end of Brad Street in the van. Oh shit! I thought you were gonna say the end of my bed or something. That was wild. What white van you in? Boypa. I kept McRae, but traded Horn Francis after the 130. I traded Neil to him for a 40. Oh, holding that. Oh jeez. My missus has smoked a vape randomly in this room, and I swear I might have to grab some sort of Ventolin off Rookie because he pays for air. I don't know if anyone knows that Rook pays for air, but this is one time I could pay for fresh air instead of a raspberry vape that just got blown in my direction. So love that. Anyway, she doesn't know that the vape will kill her in 20 years' time, but there we go. That vape was strong. First term and ended at 70 because I don't smoke anything actually. Aqua, so who's making noise outside his house at 1 a.m, Shorty? Yeah, 100%. I mean, they're with the baseball bat and half naked. Coleman, no way, Shorty. Thought I noticed the white van from somewhere. Coleman's my neighbour, then can confirm I'm chatting from the back of Shorty's van. Daddy Brad. Oh, don't get me started. That's one of those key words is the reason why I have 2 kids now. Coleman, blessing and a curse. Well, I say that. Rookie, wait, Shorty has a van and a territory? That YouTube paycheck, I have no idea what the YouTube paycheck we're talking about now. I'm confused. If you get a Hawthorn player in Supercoach, you deserve all the misfortune that comes to your way. Fair. Oh, yeah, no, I was taking the mic, BTC. Apologies. I always take the mic with cat things, by the way, so I don't think I'm ever being serious. Yeah, sorry if I triggered you a little bit there. I was just having a bit of a laugh because Shorty and Rook was in the chat, so I knew I'd just try to say something to stir him out about the cats, but definitely not my actual thoughts, mate. Coleman, probably just to swindle the dealership with a juicy mo of his. Yeah, probably. It is very juicy. Best mo in the business. Derek, is 2DK R2 a flex? Where did the dog go? That's right. That's right. You want me to pick him up? That's right. Wherever Coda goes, Coda goes. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think it all. Want my favourite Supercoach YouTuber to succeed. Shorty, you're close behind. Don't worry. I don't know how many of them I'm favourites of, but it wouldn't be many. It'd be a very minority. I think Shorty would be up there. Hey Coda, hang on. Sorry, chat. The German Shepherds decided to come cat. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. What are you doing? Do you want to see? Do you want to say hi to the channel? Come here.
What's your name?
Come here, Coda. You want to say hi to the channel? Nah, I can't get him. He's too big, Cody. Anyway, he's under the table wanting some snacks or something. Uh-oh, the cat and the dog in there. Hang on a second. Come here. Oh. That was fun. Oh my god. Sorry, Chad. I've got like 2 dogs, a cat, a couple kids. What else have we got? Too much going on here. I do appreciate that comment though, in all seriousness. Thank you for that. It's hard to read sometimes with what comes across as what, because A, I'm bad at filtering through it. But B, there's no tone to messages in this, so sometimes you've got no idea. Shorty thinks it's funny. Wow, says Rook. Was keen on dog all week. Glad I avoided in the end. Yeah, with Darcy in there, it's not a must-have. Rookie, my bad. Place. I feel bad. You know what that calls for, Rook? This is what that calls for. Hang on 1 second. This calls for something special, Rook. So since we've been played in basically Italy, what do we got for him? Oh my god. My thing's stuck in nursery rhymes.
It's worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire. We can boogie, jiggle, wiggle, and dance. Like the roof on fire.
Anyway, I won't play that. You were talking about Pitbull, by the way. That's who Mr. Worldwide is. I want everyone to succeed. Okay, everyone's equal. Except what Jackson owners. Yeah, nah, fair. Expect I'm with that comment, actually. Blooper, yes. But Shorty, that rage video you had a month ago, just yelling at everyone is my face of go video ever I've ever watched. Love that. Nothing quite like a 34 degrees beer in hand and watching Supercoach live. Mate, it'd be probably like one of the very few over there doing that, but that's wild. I love that. Shorty says, thank you, mates, with the ha-has. Well, Francis and Flanders both F1 and F2 locks for next season, surely. Yeah, it's consideration, depending how cheap. Shane, we love you, Shorty. You don't have to say it back. Imagine if Shaw gets CPP. Shaw can't play more than 10 games. Excuse me. Something's in the air tonight. X3D, 2539 for him this week. Wow. Holmes C, semi-failure. Ruined a potential 2-6. Still happy with the 200 round rate. That's huge. Vape, yeah, no, vapes are no good. Haha, you shrimp. Eating a sandwich. Do you want to close that door? Is that all right? Thank you. Or you come back out. Oh, I put them up there because they weren't charging properly on that thingy. They're just there. Hang on, chat 1 second. Up there. Up there. Okay. Oh, now. Hey, can I shut that door? Can I just do this for 2 seconds? Sorry, Chad, I can't multitask. I'm getting hassled. So apologies for that. Love heart from Shorty. Voipo, as long as Flanders is traded, fair. Yeah, DPP was this round. Yeah, it actually. Oh my god, it actually was. I forgot about that. Flanders with full possession should be a safe 100 average with 410k. Well, you'd hope so, but you don't know now, Dimmer. A shout out to my bro who's had Flanders D1 from the moment it opened this year, despite me telling him in Feb he had a back injury. Only DP was Doherty. So the gold chain has this man, Shorty in the van at 3am. Give him a call. Aqua, Derek has TDK at R2. Oh my God, yeah, he'll have to move him then. Briggs or Meek though, yuck. I don't know if I'd have to do that, to be honest. Did you see Hippo quit? Sure, he hasn't quit. He's got a good rankings still. BTC, all good. I'm a poor Essendon supporter. My wife is a Geelong fan, so know their schedule well. Fair. Yeah, Essendon's a tough one too. Elijah, thinking of bringing in Coat. Oh, okay. Pickett as my final forward as a pod. Huge upside. I don't mind the shout at all. He's actually a very good player. Coleman, Shorty, surely you're not backing in any North Mids next year. Actually, yeah, 5 and 5K Nank is a good shout. 100% he would be. She's a for life, says Shorty. Gee, think the cat and dog just brawled. Yeah, it wasn't. It's not fun here at the moment. I feel like I'm an animal shelter, but I'm not. Aqua, no way I'll be starting Shees if she's playing half full. I'm done with Shees. I'm not playing Shees next year. Aqua, I'd rather eat my own toes off than have 3 North Primos again. Agreed. Boypa, is that what you and Brad are doing short after stream? Cat and dog fight night at Supercoaches. Yeah, oh my God. They haven't met yet, so they're not sure on each other. Derek says, TDK is my R2. Yeah, that's rough. I'd probably get rid of him, but I wouldn't know who to be honest. Coleman says, how's Newcomb going for your rook? Derek get Nank. I'd rather him than Meek. No, I dropped him 2 weeks ago. Has been bliss. I should have known this. Love it. Yeah, see, Rook, your videos don't get watched, so no one knows. No, I'm just kidding. You've probably got more views than me, to be fair. I was just taking the mic. But Kyle, you should know. You should. I'm not angry, just disappointed. I love that one. It's my favourite one to say. I've been following you since like the start of season 2. Just skip the video or 2. These people don't understand the pain of not owning Al Jackson. I understand the pain of not owning him. I'm one of those guys. Coleman, not going to lie, could fall asleep to Bradley James telling me a bedtime story right now. I can't even read more than like one sentence without butchering it. So I don't know how I'd read the whole bloody story without making up my own game. Like we're playing, what's that game? Cards Against Humanity after a few drinks, after more than a few drinks. But at some sort of point, I was reading out the cards wrong, so other people wanted to read the cards for me. How's Marshall 580K? It's okay, I forget you. Sorry, not forgot you. I forgive you. I was looking at you. You distracted me. That's the second or third time you distracted me. The cats and dogs are distracting me. How do we not have a rooster or a cow or a unicorn sitting in the house is beyond me. Kissy faces. Thanks, mate. Needed that off my conscience. Shorty wins the round review video out surely soon. Boypa Marshall second. My second best. Wow. Well, Marshall might get to 700K at some point, but I don't know how he scores so well sometimes. Jay says, hey, mate, close game between the cats. Go fuck yourself. Scored a 2-7-1. Cat supporters today give me shit. Aqua Newcomb must have been top 5 most on edge owns. Yeah, 14 points with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter is crazy. So up and down. But yeah, Newcomb is so hard having. Well, Francis was on -1. Quarter 1 was so grim. Both, and somehow got 180 points between them two. He's going now. Is Bub sleeping? All right. Well, do you want to just distract Nala for you?
How am I supposed to distract Nala from going?
Just grab a treat on the way out so she stops barking.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, do that, and then go for it. Your thing wasn't charging either because you didn't turn on the PowerPoint.
Oh.
Anyway,
What?
Oh, I don't want a dog biscuit. I do not eat dog biscuit. You give me that dog biscuit on stream, and I'll pack you into a suitcase, and you'll be on your own Netflix series. on a nice
I'm
little.
surprised I'm not already on a phone.
You'll be on a little crime doc. You'll be on a little crime doco.
Make me look pretty.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, don't worry.
All right.
I'll be back up on. Where's the keys?
Oh my. How do you not know where your keys are? Uh-oh, the cat.
Yeah,
Can you close that door? Incompetencies.
You got your little dog.
They're my keys. You can take my keys. Just take my keys and take out. Go. Be gone.
We're going to Brad's car. Oh yeah. Thank
No,
you.
you're not going.
We're going
No, you're not going in my car. There's no baby seat. No, don't go in my car. You'll crash it. Mate, it's got 250 kilowatts. You go sideways and you crash it. You're not driving my car. Sorry, chat. 2 seconds. She wants to drive my car. I'm not letting her drive my car. You're not driving my car. I'm serious. No, you're not driving my chat. Why does everyone's missus always want to drive their car and they want you to drive their little Hyundai, but they want to drive your fast car? Like, what the hell is going on, chat? No. I don't trust it. I don't want curbs hitting my car. Give me my keys. I'll step back the keys. I'll start. Give me the keys.
You don't have trust.
Give me the keys.
I have trust.
Go then. You're not taking my car and I need fuel.
You just find the Thank you.
You're not taking my car. You're not insured. You'd actually crash it. I've seen you driving. Oh, sorry, chat. Bear with me. I know there's 5 years that disappeared, but you just got to stick with me for 2 seconds here. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry, that was interesting. Apologies for the crazy times. Rankin first 45 minutes was a boring watch. So this is why I don't jump on the scores and look at it anyway, or else I'd be too much like going grey, losing sleep, sleepwalking, drinking, day drinking. Success, chat. They haven't taken my car. This means I'll have one car in peace and it won't be broken. In all seriousness, is there any reason why they're born with the ability not to be able to drive as good as we can? I'm just kidding, chat. I'm so going to get in trouble if anyone actually thinks I'm serious. Anyway, dogs are going nuts. Cats want to attack dogs. Dogs want to attack cats. How do you introduce two dogs to each other too? Because we just got a German Shepherd and it's not used to the Kelpie / Blue Heeler. The German Shepherd's inside and they've been barking each other from outside. And it is the hardest thing to try to get them to work together and be normal. Like, actual though, I didn't realise how hard it was to introduce two dogs together. Anyway, I went into the movie I was watching with him on about 20 points at the end of quarter two, checked my phone halfway through the movie and saw he'd kicked 5 for 110. That's actually nuts. Honestly, thought he'd score more from what he did, 5 snags. Yeah, it's hard to expect much though, because we've seen like 5 snags by different players, and sometimes you get like a 180 and sometimes you get like a 95 and you're like, what the hell? Like we saw what's his name the start of the season, Kako kicked 4 and scored 95, 96, and that's why everyone actually jumped onto him. Blue ball was Mo OME Food Better Streams than SC Pro. I have no idea who that is. Who's that? Yeah, well, My stream's been interrupted so much. I have no idea who that is. Mo M Fode better. I don't know. Oh, I thought you loved me, blue ballers. Anyway, I'm not owning Warner or Rankin at this stage. Can't decide between Ridley and Hopper for draft. Draft is wild to be thinking of now. You know what sucks? Every other primo. Rookie just says, watched Hippo's vids. He's actually done. Oh my god. Is he actually? Sorry, good English there. Oh, yeah, I have no idea what you're trying to say, Blues. What do you think of Myers trading in? The run home is so good, and he's one of my favourite players to watch. Big pot as well. I think for those very reasons, you should probably do it. You know what? Port Adelaide FC actually suck. Brad wants a Scooby snack. Definitely not. Hawksy, Aqua, they'll be both out in a few rounds, but Hopper's generally a shit house. Yeah, Hopper's actually been a waste of a pick for Richmond, to be honest. Aqua, yeah, but the Tigs have a free run home. Doesn't matter for us. We're shit anyway, no matter who we play. Prime is Brad Sigley, Harry Potter with that neck tattoo. Yeah, I've got actually a couple. I've got one there as well, I think. Yeah, somewhere there. But he's talking about the lightning bolt on the left-hand side there or something like that. Anyway, they are pretty random. And yeah, actually, it was a weird spot to put a tattoo, but whatevs. Got them pretty much everywhere. Doghouse is back. Yeah, it is. I'm definitely in the doghouse. Don't let Shorty anywhere near your keys. Why would he? Would he actually crash my car? Oh boy. Jason's so tempted. Do you guys think? I think he just rolled his ankle, Jace. Hawksy, Shorty will steal your keys anyway. Oh, this is about the housemate thing that you're talking about. Aqua, Shorty has a van and a territory. He doesn't need more keys. Coleman, I feel like the scattered sentences would mimic an ocean-like atmosphere. Definitely not. I even scattered that for you. What kind of car do you have? That I might not reveal on the chat. I don't know if I'm keen to reveal that in chat. Oh, maybe just might DM me on Twitter instead. Just in case. I don't know. Because these things are like, you know, I look at these views sometimes at the end of the channel, and sometimes like a lot of these have had 1K views, and people, I don't know, too many people to know too many things sometimes. Sometimes I say too much, I reckon. Coleman, essentially for a good night's snooze. I don't think me reading a bedtime story is going to help you have a good night's snooze. Aqua says, Jason, if Cuddle isn't injured, do it. He's not injured. They reckon it's just a rolled ankle, so they'll scan him anyway, but hopefully he's fine. I'm not going to say should be fine, but hopefully he's fine. Kennedy at the price is a good shout as well. Jack Steele is under 500K. Best entertainment I've had at work in a long time. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Prime, guys. Brad might be sleeping outside tonight. Shorty might pay him a visit either way. Dog's now hosting the vid. Oh, literally, horse. If Katie wasn't a fast ride, pun intended, and a new man, Shorty is always available. I can't believe I read that out. That's wild. Yeah, Kennedy would be good as well. He's such a consistent scorer, 100%. Nick Martin, if you can afford to wait a week for his price to fall. Steele is like $4.90, I think, says Jace. And then Aqua says, yeah, go Steele. Coleman, that's a crazy horse. I thought that too as well, to be honest. That was wild. St Kilda has such a cheap run home. Cancelled. Yeah, we'll probably at some point I'll probably get cancelled, or at least get some sort of ban by YouTube calling for my head. Why Supercoach Pro is problematic. Probably should be a thread at some point, but yeah. Sometimes I regret things I say, but most of the time I really don't, because I can't remember what I say half the time anyway. All right. Rookie, you should join in, says Aqua. Oxy neutral. Hippo saw Dale tag and decided it's time to drive off a bridge. Nah, fair. Shane, a 38-time burner by Ridley's score, go Hopper. Yeah, Ridley is so annoying to own in Supercoach. He's not classic relevant, neutral fellas. Both Ridley and Hopper would be secondary bench cover, to be fair. I want to show you my draft actually real quick. I'll leave my draft team up there and have a look at how goated this fucking draft team is. Apologies for the language, not that I apologise so often for it, but this team, Aqua, now, and a few others that are addicted to draft and randomly love talking draft, rate this draft team out of 10, and if it's a below 8, I will egg my own head, because I promise you this is one of the best draft teams you'll ever see in Supercoach, and highly overrated because it's my side. But let's have a look at my my sneaky draft team. So that's my sneaky draft team. I think there's 12 in this draft, by the way, and that's the best draft team you'll ever see. And the most like pods thing, like you never see that in Classic, FYI. But you want to talk about draft, go have a look at that. It's what dreams are made of, as Hilary Duff once said. Have Austin first bench. And Wines midfield. Neutral your stiff sticks. Keep it stiff, says Coleman. Horse. Brad Rookie Shorty Life. That would actually be really good, actually. I'd turn up to that. There's enough room in Shorty's bedroom to do that for sure. We're all stiff watching Brad at 10:25 p.m. Wow. I trusted autocorrect and it failed me. That's pretty much my life. Third leg might become a fourth. Fair call, Rika. Yeah, 100%. Sin tempted to do a Bolton down to Tom Mitchell, leaves me one track. Oh God. That's very risky. Tom Mitchell's getting dropped this week. Yeah, I don't even know. Coleman, bit like your gut feels is in trading this year. Bit like your gut feels in trading this year. I'm a little bit confused, Coleman. I've no idea what I'm doing now. Aqua says, if you want a pod, get Mana. Mana's a good pod. So is Myers, I think. Sin. Yeah, okay. No, fair as well for that. Aqua, yep, but surely you'd rather loop on it at 110 from Mana. Mana would be, yeah, decent. He scored 76 this week, though, and saying that, like, look at him in the draft. Bolton not touching the ball in the first half was high key, hilarious. He did not deserve a 60. Arguably the worst game than the 5. Oh, we're talking about Bolton now. Oh my God, I'm so lost. Took a punt on Aaron Norton in draft this week. Pretty much won the matchup. And that's draft. That's a draft that Brad rigged with number 1 pick. I still call that. I do like Mana. I feel like I'm more confident in Myers scoring though. Yeah, probably Myers. I've drafted these players though in off waiver wire. Like I didn't start most of these players. Like the original players that started is Wang, Dawson, Dunkley, Cherry, Kennedy, Newcomb. I think Mana, McInerney, McCarthy, Pendlebury. Settlefield, Prestia, Boak, and Impey might have been all waiver picks. Yes, I can do a draft of quite a few of yours next year, actually. Can I join? Yes, definitely. Hawksy. I'll get a list of absolute, like, oh, fuck you guys for 7. You just want me to egg myself. McInerney's been handy all year in draft. Eat your head or whatever you said egg my head, but I don't. There's no way. Maybe I'll egg my head on the end of the stream if I get to like 100 likes. All right, chat. That's the fucking goal. If I get to 100 chat, I'll egg my head. What am I on currently? What the hell? Someone's at the door. BRB cat might die. What did you forget? Did you drop off already? What too quick? What do you do? What, my keys? Oh, geez, chat. She came back way too fast, so I thought someone was here to go, and I thought we are going to have a live stream deathmatch. Yeah. Don't tell me where, because I'm still on the stream, but that was so quick. When I heard that gate open, I thought there was a 1v1 deathmatch on YouTube we're about to throw down. Because you literally only just left to drop your mate off.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was way too quick. That was weird. So you didn't crash the other car?
No.
Diabolical. Didn't hit any curbs?
No.
Uh,
Curbs you do.
Get out of it.
Short little pedaling legs.
I've got to move my seat back every time you drive that car.
Did you see your
Yes.
little legs?
I do the seat back every time.
You see when you're
every
trying
time-
to pedal from the car?
every,
It's like rolling legs right.
every time I've got to adjust the seat because of you. Do you want to come say hi to chat for a quick minute? Come say hi. They've not been waiting for you, but can you see there?
Oh, I did not look too good today. Ooh, a little bit rough here.
You do look a little bit rough. Nah.
Just because I've had to put up with his little midget ass.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm reading some comments and then we can get through some of these and see what we see. Since says, how does a midfielder with 105 min in ground every week average 84 for the season and sub 70 besides? 3 huge scores. Okay, I have no idea what we're talking about now. Oh, I think we're talking about McInerney. Why are you laughing at me?
Never know.
I said if, yeah, because I get distracted so easily. It's definitely ADHD.
Yeah, you're doing it right now.
Yeah, no, 7.5 for the team. He's saying for my draft. Shane picked up Callahan and Gordon like a month ago on the waiver. That's huge, actually, picking up Gordon on the waiver. Horse, so many great VC and C options this week. Dacos, Anderson, Bonds v Adelaide, Zerrett versus Richmond, and Butters versus West Coast. No, great. There's actually huge standouts this week. I think it's probably the Richmond Anderson matchup and then the Port and West Coast. Weber's still priced well for a buy of the week. Prefer Steele at 495 or Myers. Probably Steele out of those two. Wilder than that is 450k Jez, 390k Manor. Shorty at the door. No, I actually thought someone was actually ready to go because that story I told you guys the other night with that cop and all that baseball drama. No nice Bradley. I was just going to keep continuing the stream, see what happened. Aqua ready to put you in a doghouse, in his doghouse. Why can we have 20 classic leagues but only 5 drafts? I didn't even know you could actually have 5 drafts, to be honest. Shane, does anyone realistically partake in more than 5 draft leagues? Probably not. 2 max. Surely too much dedication to focus on more than 2 or 3 drafts. Draft discrimination. Aqua, wondering whether I can try and trade Dunkley into Toronto and a better forward in my... Okay, let's get out of draft. I happily do 20. Wow. Side mirror alert. He remembers when I took out my side mirror.
Who doesn't? He's got, can I say? The white.
Yeah, you can say that. You just can't reveal what car it is.
All right. He's got the white side mirror.
Yeah, side mirror.
Yeah, the side mirror. And he's got the blue car.
Yeah.
So it looks very...
It looks weird because what she's saying is when I went to a panel beaters and got a new mirror, is I got a white one instead of a blue one that matched my car. So my car looks like
a brick-ass bitch.
What's I gonna pay more for it? Anyway, it was a white mirror, so now I got one white, one blue. So it actually stands out like dog's balls.
Yeah, it does.
It wasn't that much though. Katie, thoughts on Shorty?
Why?
Because Horse or someone like that said if you were sick of being, go to Shorty or some shit like that.
All right. Oh,
You bitch. Get out of here. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you that.
Yeah.
Wild. Big Bird, hey mate, if you could bring in anyone in flex for the rest of the year, would it still be gone? It wouldn't be gone. Can you not do that?
Oh, sorry.
Every fucking time. Aqua, go crash Brad's car.
No, shouldn't I?
Hi, Jessica. I've never seen that person before. Is that meant to be Jessica Biel or something like that? Probably don't want to stir you up. Say hello, Katie.
He's replaced his mic for a new one, just like his pink diamondy. Short story. He likes to bend over.
As if.
As if.
She saw, so chat, and you actually can't say this. These are chat, actually.
Right. I'll bend over.
No, the whole context of the story, you can't actually mention those things because like YouTube will actually get into strife because it's a Supercoach channel. It's not a dark channel where it just goes unrealistic as shit. Horsey, Katie, how big is the cushion that Brad has to sit on? So it's head to the camera. Fuck you.
Massive.
Aqua, how the hell does anyone pick up a 105 player from waiver? Yeah, that's strange. Wow, Hawksy. Well, no, you're going to get random questions now. Horse, Katie, do you have any friends who would like a ride in the back of Shorty's territory?
Oh, yeah.
Who? Oh, mate, this was the fear. Yeah, probably. Aqua says the only one in your waiver is Yo because I finally gave up holding him last week and he won't go 90 when he does play. Yeah, I don't know if Yo will actually get back into the actual. These people are just spamming. These are not legit people. I've never seen these people. Now they've changed their names. Hawksy, Brad, I just heard your dog yell, your draft is shit. Oh, these got to be fake profiles for sure. Do you reckon they're trying to do it to bait you?
Why to bait me?
Aqua, classic season is over. Why don't we ramble about draft? Yeah, nah, season not over yet. It's all right. I don't have a draft team. Maybe I should stop sharing my draft side and actually go back to classic. Side mirror. Yeah, side mirror. I reversed and took my mirror off completely. It was actually pretty wild, to be honest. Aqua, easiest VC of the year this week. Bonded to Butters for him. Yeah, nice. Against Adelaide makes sense. And Butters plays West Coast, so. And then he's going back to draft again. Fair. What about Dacos into Butters? Also a good shout. I'll go back to my classic side. Let's have a look at something real quick. Been way too distracted tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot it's Sunday night. For some reason, I was thinking of Saturday night. But yeah, I want to show you something. This is where I'm ranked now. Like I had a shit week, Supercoach, and I'm still in the top 1K, just like 763. I haven't been outside top 1,000 since I don't know when, but yeah, anyway. But that's aside. About a month ago, or maybe more now, or 38. So yeah, fair enough. This is for, I don't know, Dacos into Butters maybe. Butters will be the highest score of the round. You'd think so against West Coast, but you never know. Crows don't know to stop mid-scoring. That's also true, hence why the Bont VC is popular. Dacos and Bont probably going to go 50-50 on BC. Jessica, was that the PFP? What's PFP mean?
Profile picture, I'm pretty sure.
How do you know what that? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, because you're fucking old.
Wow. Okay, I just got roasted. Kanye's miso. Never mind, it's a bot. Yeah, it actually might be the first couple of bots I've ever had. Brad's hidden tabs have runs.
Oh, definitely. You should see. I am traumatized.
You can't say things because the channel will get banned. Jesus.
I didn't say what you watch.
Anyway, Hawksy, Brad, your channel has gotten so big that you now have porn bots. Oh, you know you made it when you got haters and porn bots. I haven't had any haters on tonight, though. Just porn bots instead. Hot seagulls in the air. Click here. Yeah, good question, actually, Shane. What are you reckon? I'm more of a cornflakes kind of guy. I really like Satana brand, though, to be honest.
Of course you're a cornflake guy.
What's that even making?
Nothing.
What? I'm so confused. All right, what are you? Rice bubbles or cornflakes?
Rice bubbles.
Really?
Yeah.
Neutral Gain or Satana brand?
Sultana brand.
Yeah, same. Milf Man, I love Finn Callahan. Yeah, good one. Good save. Actually, Anderson could score more than Dacos, will be similar. I know. Horse is always going to try to get me cancelled here. I hate Kelly Underwood. excuse me, Katie, have you seen Brad Searcher's shoot regarding the 70 Kelly Underwood? He's always gone on about her in videos, even named her in his team last year. You have all.
Wouldn't you like
Okay.
to know?
Cancel times 2. Yep, literally. I'll probably have to go soon. Oh, geez, these bots are going to get me really cancelled. Cornflakes with sugar, top 5 foods. That's wild as well. Crunchy nut is the highest goated. Yep, nah, fair. I'll have a look at one more trade before I get out of here. I'm going to get out of here.
That's what I said, bitch. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but.
Any particular bookmark videos? No, don't DM me for that stuff.
There's too many. You wouldn't be able to choose.
Okay, so there's nothing in my team I really want to do, to be honest, Katie. There's only Johnson and Baz I want to get rid of. You know Bailey Smith?
Mm-hmm.
He's actually starting to really piss me off in Supercoach because he kept becoming eyed out and he's got the most coin on his head, barring gone. So I might go down to 0 trades. You reckon that's too crazy with 2 months of football to go? Because that means injuries, etc. But what I was vaguely thinking is doing something with my forward line when this internet loads. And people actually think I'm baiting with this Baz Smith talk, but I think there's more value in the forward line to do some shit. And if Baz keeps getting rested or whatever, I know he wasn't rested and apparently he was sick, but do you know who Jeremy Cameron is? Do you remember who he is or not?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about bringing him in because he's got an easy run. But don't know who I'd bring in with the leftover cash. There's no one from any other line I like. If I got players I can afford, it means I'd have 0 trades left and side would be cooked if anything actually happened to it. I could get Dangerfield to be as old as anything. Green's cooked as well. Mana. There's no one I actually like. 3-round average. What's Zach Bailey's role? Sure, it's just high half forward as per usual. You're not looking at Max Hall. You'd be crazy for that. So there's nothing good for that price there. Nothing good there. So then what I was looking at was I was like, oh yeah, put Caleb Daniel forward, grab a spare mid. But there's no one in the midfielders either that I like. And I don't really need a spare mid, to be honest, because of all the flexibility. And then defense sucks. I was saying before too, I'll have to show you which players I'm talking about. They've all gone to shit, so there's no one I really want to buy as a spare. There's nothing I can do with trades this week. I think I'll just hold my trades in case of injuries. You couldn't send it for Jake Lloyd, sure. I don't know if he's playing wing this week that he played, but I think that'd be too risky with the depth they've got at Sydney. Flanders, no thanks. Who scored well? Rioli, no thank you. He's done. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with trades this week, chat. So I think I'll read the last couple of comments and get out of here and not worry about trading this week because it looks like there's just no trades for me to do. You want to watch a movie? What do you want to watch tonight?
I don't know, something funny.
You want to watch a funny movie, comedy movie then, obviously?
Oh, horror.
Want to watch a horror? Do you want the chat to suggest some horrors? Because normally I screenshot some of these ones. And
send some through.
Tom says you can't end. Sorry. Send it. Oh, can you check on thingy? So they've got 80 likes on this. Where's your phone?
Thingy?
Because mine doesn't update. Check if we've got 80 likes. If I go to 100 eggs, if I get to 100 likes, I'll crack an egg on my head. Or you can crack it
I'll
on
crack an egg on your head.
Yeah, all right. Send it.
Get it, because I want to slap the shit out of him.
You have like 80
likes. In a
likes.
nice way.
In a nice way.
77.
All right, well, we'll go till 11
78.
We'll go to 11.
Almost
Go to 11 o'clock and we'll do it then if you do it.
Deal.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, geez. 13 minutes to see if we can get to 100. And if it does get to 100, she'll crack it on my head. Well, Why do I make this the thing? Aqua, I wish I didn't have a terrible trio of Rankin, Warner, and Daniel, but if one of Erasmus or Johnson gets dropped, I can whip with McCarthy.
80.
Oh, she's live. She's live watching this like Supercoach points, by the way, chat. So yeah, I don't know if you get a hunch. Horse Basniff had more weight outs than Shorty's goal kicking. They're about on track for the same, to be honest. 20 more and they can crack an egg, all right? Team is
you
Marshall.
said 80.
Did I say 80?
You said 80, I think.
No, don't gaslight me. Did I say 80? I swear I said 100. I swear I did. Oh, no, it's 82. No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Chief.
Do it.
I'll have a look at that team in a second, Aqua. Tom Lynch might be a good trade-in. Very funny. Tom Lynch is missing 4 weeks. That's why he said that. Yeah. Aqua.
Anything for the help your team at the moment.
Wow. That's actually really savage. Tom Lynch, Noah Bolter, Stephen May, Dan Houston, Tanner Brewer, first 5 picks next year. 100%. Tom says 78 likes. It's amazing that Egg got him through this because now they're 17 away from getting Egg smashed on my head off. They did. How long ago was that when you smashed an Egg on my head last one?
That was really hard though.
Yeah, that was like before I got to 1K actually.
Yeah.
You can get Mana and loop him as a forward prem on F6. I don't know if I'd want to do that though, to go down the 0 trades with. Like Mana's not the guy that I want. Whereas if it was someone else like an LDU, I'd be happy to do that with. Slide Cheezel into defense and get Daywicks into mid. I could, but yeah, like I said, I'm not happy with the Mana pick. Oh no, we're actually 15 away and we're about 10 minutes away. It's actually going to happen, getting egged. Shit. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done while drunk? Shit. What was her name? What's the dumbest shit I've ever done while I'm drunk? You don't mention too much, but
where should I begin?
Wow. I don't even know what the dumbest thing I've done. I haven't really drunk around you. I don't really consume alcohol. To be honest. I remember one time we went out and I was double parking though.
Yeah.
You thought I was getting drinks for you, and I was just holding 2 drinks at one time and drinking them down at the same time.
You did get me drinks though.
Did I buy you drinks?
Yeah, you did.
That's a surprise.
I know. Same.
Wow.
You're stingy.
Well, yeah, okay, Chad. I am pretty stingy when it comes to going to a bar. So you're
Just with the bar.
Just with the bar? Wow.
Jeez.
Don't give all my secrets away. Watch American Pie band camp. Do you like American Pie?
Yeah, American.
Are you actually Googling it?
I can't remember.
She can't remember it.
Is that the funny one? Oh, yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
How about
90?
No, we're 10 away from getting egged. 10 away from, oh no. They're actually going to get it too. Blue Ballers, great stream legend. Catch us later. Thank you.
Thanks, Blue Ballers.
I wonder why he's got blue balls. At least, yeah, I know. That was weird having bots. 81, I think we're on 90 now, so we're 10 away. BTC. Come on, hit the like button. Hawksy says, I don't think anyone would be picking. Yeah. Fingers a little too sore. I'll have to explain that off air, what they're talking about, because I can't talk about that. But yeah, he's cell butting with, oh no. You're trying to get me all canned. He'll be doing all right. Oh, a better player that's got some issue in court that he's got to deal with, so I don't want to talk about it, or else I will potentially get banned. Yeah. Shane, wouldn't shout out if a shark bit him.
Wouldn't shout if a shark bit him. Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't shout if a shark bit him. Oh my God. You're actually that slow.
I'm very slow tonight. All right, we're 5 late. Go get the eggs. They're going to get to 100. There's no way they're not going to get to 100. Jeez, you guys have cooked me here. I'm 5 away from just the one. If they undo it, if they unlike it after it, though, I'm never doing that thing again because, yeah, that happened last time, actually. How hard are you going to hit this egg then if we get to 100? How hard are you going to hit this egg? Because they're at 97 right now. I'm going to have to move my mic and my thing.
Yeah, move that shit.
Oh, God. All right, chat. We're 3 away from doing that. And then we'll probably in the chat after this stream after those last 3. Have you seen Hot Rod? No, actually, I haven't seen Hot Rod. Have you seen Hot Rod? No, I don't think she has, chat. She would have known straight away. Wouldn't buy a drink. Sorry. Wouldn't buy a drink. Yeah, I'm not much of a shouter when it comes to drinking anyway,
Or
really.
anything, really.
I'll get out of it. 97. Aqua says, unliking it so I can be the 100th. That's wild. BTC 98.
Oh, I've seen that.
Is it good? Maybe we'll watch Hot Rod then if it's on one of those Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, we'll watch that tonight. All right, are we on 100 so we can egg and then get out of here? If we're on 100. Three-way, I think, because Aqua went nuts. I went back to 96. Jace, he's going to have to go through concussion protocols after the egg. Yeah, last time she slammed into my actual head, like proper. Yeah, it was actually pretty nuts. I think it was a couple months ago. He did that too as well, to be honest. But yeah, other than that, what? Hawksy says, crap, Tim Kelly got forward status locking him in. No, he didn't. As if. Let me have a look. Must say, very interesting, bad missing games every 3 weeks. Do you reckon, I won't read out the last of that, but do you actually reckon there's something to do with some sort of ban there then, Aqua and Hawksy and the rest of you? Tim Kelly got forward status. He's been trash all year though. I don't know why I'm looking at this. Two away from getting egged. You're gonna have to give him a good one too. You're gonna have to make sure it's on view properly.
Oh.
Oh, she's keen for it. 100. Oh my god! All right. Let me have a look at Tim Kelly, then we'll get egged. No. All right, give the people what they want. I'm gonna
I
make
don't know
sure.
if I'm gonna be in line.
You can't unlike it either, chat, or else I'll never do it again. Word. All right, so chat, they've got 100. Hang on.
I'm aiming it.
Hang on. All right, hang on. Let me. Do you want to come here so you're actually in the film though? So at least if we get screenshotted, this is what they've been waiting for. Chat 100.
Ready?
Oh.
Yum. Oh. Juicy.
That's wild. Okay, that's definitely egg. So if
You look
anyone's
very moist.
if anyone's just joined, it's not a weird stream. It's I can taste the egg in my mouth. Anyway, chat. Pretty sure this looks like the end of someone else's videos, but yeah, wow.
Of course, he knows about it.
Oh, wow. I do. I look like Nick Dacos. Look, he actually got me a shiner right here.
Did that look?
Yeah, look, he actually got me a good. Look at that, chat. She got me well and proper. Anyway, yeah, good shot. You didn't hold back, did you? Have you been building up frustration, in all honesty? Because that was a lot. All right, so well done for chat for doing that. Yeah, keep the likes going for that then, because definitely if it stays above 100, I'll make sure we do that once in a while, and yeah, we gave the people what they wanted. Sorry for the distractions tonight. I'll read these last couple of things and we'll get out of here because you guys probably need to go sleep for your Monday morning. So Aqua says no connection. We did it. John was waiting to chat for that. Blue Balls was as well. Love Willie. Make sure too if you. Oh, that's a real fucking shiner. Jesus. Look how good you actually got me.
Just a girl.
So Katie doesn't hold back. So if you make sure this chat, if this stays on 100 likes, we'll make sure we do another one before the end of the year. But anyway, that was a good shot. Love Willie. What's worse to drink what's worse to drink it or get smashed by an egg? Probably get smashed by it.
Really?
Egg facial. Oh, I shouldn't read that out. New moisturizer. You look oiled up. Yeah, thanks for that. This is like oh no. I'm assuming that's some sort of star. Yeah, it actually is. Yep. Horsey. Wow. Wow.
I like that.
Wow. Am I trying to get banned here tonight or what? That's wild. All right. Thanks, chat. Thanks, everyone, for joining tonight. I'll talk to you soon. And, yeah, probably won't have to do a team review because we've already done some stuff. But just, yeah, note before you go to another 30-odd in the house. next week I start my day shift job. So I'll be able to do streams at normal hours of the night. So this week I'll be doing, my mic's all the way over here. This week I'll be doing afternoon shift for the last week, but next week on the 14th I'll be doing day shifts to actually be able to do these streams at night. So again, thanks for everyone joining. Thanks for the entertainment that you guys gave me. But I'll speak to you on the next, and I'll try to stream as much as I can once I'm on days on the 14th of July. So cheers, everyone. Thanks. Have a good night. And Hawksy, I'll try to do at least every second night if I can. Just depends on bubs and all that stuff. So, yeah, we'll do it as much as we can before the end of the season. I'll try to be pretty regular streams, and I'll try to make sure I get some others on board as well that are available. No worries at all, chat. Thanks again. Yeah, thank you. Cheers all. Appreciate all the comments and the love tonight. Say bye, Katie.
Bye.